courtroom battle continues between Tata Sons and Cyrus Mistry. NRI businessman Sivasankaran has hit out at the Cyrus Mistry camp for questioning his investment in Tata Teleservices. Just to jog your memory a little bit, remember Mr. Mistry is alleged in his letter that Siva not only got shares at a discount but also refused to give his share of the settlement to Docomo. Well, today on the show we've got Mr. Sivasankaran joining in exclusively from Chennai to clear the air on this contentious issue. Mr. Sivasankaran, good evening, and we appreciate you joining in on the show. Let's talk about your relationship with the Tata Group and your investment with Tata Teleservices that's really come into question, following the leak of some documents that suggest you got the shares at a discount price with funding from Tata Steel's subsidiary and a guarantee from Tata Sons. What will you say about the 2005 investment that you made?
First, no, it's basically Again, Cyrus Mistry is not transparent and he is not telling the truth. I really don't know if Cyrus Mistry want to fight Mr. Ratan Tata, he should fight directly. Why he is involving every time? Or Cyrus Mistry's problem is, if he thinks that Ratan Tata has done a favor to Siva, let Economic Times or any other TV channel arrange both of us together. I will tell him. Sometimes I even feel whether he is suffering with the dementia. In 2005, when I acquired the share, originally we agreed to buy only at 10 rupees. Siva Group has never invested in any other equity. I am an entrepreneur. I start companies and sell them. Why should I invest? And that too, I wanted an option if they go to IPO because I am going to advise them. So I said, look, I will give 100 crores, but I will take an option for 2000 crores. This was the understanding. Then one day, the finance director Ishad Hussain called me, Siva, if you can help me a premium, okay, with 70%, okay, you will be helping Tata Group. So I said, yes, but who will take the risk of the equity and the interest? My family won't allow. I am an investor. Okay, any of your viewers will invest money in a company without any return. So I said, what is the guarantee? He said, we will guarantee you the equity and the interest and your cost. But we may not guarantee your profit. So I said, look, I have nothing to lose. Plus I am helping Tata Group in telecom. So I agreed to invest 17 rupees, and because I agreed to invest 17 rupees, Temasek came and paid a higher price and entered. After that, NTT Docomo came and they entered a higher price.
The contention is that in merely 8 days, the value of shares went up from 17 rupees per piece to some 26 when Temasek bought the same shares. So what do you think explains the sudden spike in the share value?
No. In 8 days, the value has not gone up. Because Siva has invested, I am well known in telecom business, the value has gone up. If I have not invested, the value would not have gone up. See, you take some other group company, tomorrow in either Flipkart or, in, say, Ola, okay, tomorrow if Mukesh Ambani wants to invest 1,000 crore, the value will go in 15 minutes. You are a business channel. You say in the morning the stock market 70 rupees, okay, and 2 hours later 90 rupees. The previous day it was 200 rupees. Trump wins, it becomes 150 rupees. It happens in minutes. Why think? So that is not a question.
Okay, let's ask you another question then. Why have you not honored your side of the payment to Docomo? That amount of roughly 700 crore rupees, 694 to be precise, since the selling shareholders had agreed to share liabilities when Docomo invested in, 2008-9.
The agreement is illegal. The Reserve Bank has not approved it. It is in the court. Where is the question of arguing it? I am giving it. You mean to say you will make an illegal agreement and the Reserve Bank has not approved? Why Reserve Bank has rejected for Tata Group? That too after consulting ministry. And also newspapers are wrong. newspapers are writing, if Tatas can give money to Tata Docomo locally, saying you will not expatriate, okay, then it will be allowed. How can it be allowed? It is a compensatory payment. It is against FERA regulation. Tomorrow, your sister can buy a share in New York in IBM company, and you will make a payment in cash here. This is not allowed in India. India has got a Reserve Bank. They have not approved. The agreement is invalid. That any of the newspapers have agreed. One more question I want to ask. They have not fulfilled parameters. Am I being consulted what agreement? Can I tell you a joke here now? I have not seen till today, I have not received a copy from Tata Sons what they have signed in NTT Docomo. Okay, we have asked it. They said that they can't share it. Okay, there has to be transparency, and Cyrus Ministry and Tata Group should stop harassing common investor like me. The investors invested 1,000 crore to make return. This is a harassment.
All right, we have time for one last question. So I want to ask you, what's the way forward, business-wise, that is, for TTSL, since Mr. Mistry has said in his recent letter that a massive write-off will also be required in this entity.
See, the problem is, in anger with the Tata, he wants $5 billion to be written off. That is not the way to go forward. Reserve Bank has issued a circular for companies like TTSL how to restructure the loan. Half of the loan has to be restructured for 15 years. See, SR Steel, when they are giving 20,000 crore to restructure for 15 years at 0.01%, TTSL also is eligible. They should restructure it, then bring some people. In fact, if they give that work to me, I am willing to do. But then Mistry will say, Siva is Tata's friend. So we can give it to Mistry's friend. Whoever can help the company. What is important is, the big picture is India's economy is important. We don't want any company's investment of 38,000 crore to go as a waste. We don't want any Indian banks to suffer. That is the way forward. On my problem, the way forward is we should have a mediation. We are going to intervene in Delhi court. NTT Docomo lawyers and Tata lawyers and my lawyers should have a mediation. I have requested, okay, a friend of mine, Mr. Gopal Subramaniam, senior advocate in Supreme Court, to appear for me. Then we will ask for a mediation. We will sit and talk and resolve it in 1 hour.
All right, Mr. Sivasankaran, we'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for taking time out for us and answering some of our questions here at ET Now. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.